Alright, so hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it put together live, send me a message today. Alright. Live PC build, but I got one on tonight and I've got another one on Sunday night. So a little bit of stuff happening this weekend, so that's always good. Yeah. So it's a pretty decent spec PC here. We'll go through the components. We do have a new case that we haven't featured before. It's the Deepcool. Kind of cool about this is it's got a digital screen on the outside. It tells you like some stats. It looks like CPU and graphics card, temperature, and display. So that's nice little feature there. And so if you want to check the case out, yeah, it's the Deepcool CH560 digital. And so in addition to that, it also comes with 3 in the front and a 120mm ARGB fan in the back. So pretty good chassis, solid, right? It's got a nice,
I dig it.
It's got a nice magnetic panel here that comes off. It's
break it.
Look, slides off there. I guess it's got to be. Oh no! So the actual screen is through this little window here, so it's not the actual screen is not in the panel. So I guess that makes sense, right?
I bet that hurt, didn't it, Bailey? He just got his claws like wedged in her ear.
Ah, yeah.
It hurt the.
And yeah, I mean they're good. They don't hate each other or anything like that, but they're not exactly on the same level because it's a cat and a dog. So, you know, the dog doesn't quite understand when the cat wants to play, and the cat doesn't quite understand when the dog wants to play. So, it can lead to. Then the cat got his paw and claws in the dog's ear and was holding on. So that would have been nice and comfortable for the dog. Anyway, so look, let's get stuck right into it. So we've got a AMD Ryzen 7800X3D. It's 8-core 16-thread CPU. We've got a Gigabyte B650M DS3H motherboard. We have a 2TB NVMe SSD. We've got a kit of 6000 MHz AMD Gigabyte Eagle 4070 Ti graphics card there. We've got an in-win 850 watt ATX 3.0 power supply. We've also got a 360mm all-in-one liquid cooler, which is going to be mounted to the top of this case. So yeah, pretty solid little build here tonight, and I can't wait to see what this one looks like in the new case, because I always love doing a build in a new case. Something different. Actually, it looks different at the end of the day. Alright, so look, let's get stuck right into it. We'll have a look at this motherboard. Okay, so having a quick look around the board here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fan headers. No sneaky 5th. That's alright. 1, 2, just the 2 RGB headers, 1 5 and 1 12. Dual M2. And yeah, that's the main features. We got nice direct touch heat sinks here on the MOSFET and VRM co-processors there, so that will come into play with our Ryzen 7800X3D. I hope I didn't misspeak before. I always introduced X3D. It was the 5800X3D, and so I always say the wrong one, and then people are like, which one do you mean? And it's like, I know which one I mean. That's what they say, like, you a good communicator? It's like, sometimes.
I say words.
Christine said I say words. Yeah.
Don't know what order they'll be in, but I'll say words.
No. I say stuff and things. Okay, there's our CPU. Alrighty, so with our RAM here, we've got the 4 slots, and it's what we call dual channel memory. Okay, so even though there's 4 slots, it's still only 2 channels. So that's why we have the RAM in slots sort of separated from each other there, because these 2 slots are 1 channel. CPU can talk to both channels at the same time, so having the sticks in 2 separate channels gives you a performance boost compared to having them like right next to each other. You could also have 4 sticks in there, but it doesn't really make any performance benefit. Some varies slightly. Like, you're not going to notice it unless you go looking for it, sort of thing. M2 time. So this is our SSDs these days. Like, it's so rare to actually get anything other than these ones these days. Like, we've got the SATA SSDs, you know, and they give you the SATA cables in the motherboard box. But, you know, at the end of the day, you never use them. I had literally probably about 500 or so packets of 2 SATA cables that I actually just had to go and drop off to e-waste because they just never get used. Every single person who gets who buys a PC that has a motherboard and doesn't need the SATA cables, the SATA cables end up in a big pile, and then I have to get rid of them periodically. So it's a little bit of a waste, but yeah, I mean, it all does get recycled. We've got 1 M2 drive down there, so we're going to use this one here. This is the top one. Or a thermal pad, and yeah, pretty straightforward. It's just like a heat spreading kind of device. And you just Alright, so that's all sorted over that end. Now let's get the actual cooler sorted. Okay. So we got our fans here. Are they the exact same ones? No, they're slightly different. I'm not sure the exact model is different, and whether that's just because those fans came with that case and the company is like tracking everything like that. Kind of fan in terms of the connections on the back of it, but we'll see. Either way, it's not going to make any difference. Okay, so it's our kit here. This is what we need to get everything set up. And what are we using for AMD? Oh yeah. So we got our AMD bracket. So this bracket here should be good for both AM3, AM4 and AM5, I believe. Or maybe even Threadripper as well. They do give you bolts for Threadripper, so alright, so they give you these little bolts here. So these screw into the back plate that's already on your motherboard. So what you need to do, you gotta remove the actual mounting hardware that they give you with the motherboard. Yeah. Hey Dean, how you going? Good to have you with us. Okay. And so yeah, much easier to get your cooler attached to the motherboard when the motherboard's outside of the case. It adds a new level of awkwardness trying to replace a cooler on a motherboard that's already in a case. So it's not that it's impossible to do or anything like that, it's just less awkward. Alright, so these just have to be thumb tight. And then we have this bag here with our nuts. And it's also got some bolts to attach these. So we got some pre-applied thermal compound here on the base of the cooler. And these brackets here have got a we've got to screw on. What's going on in Dean's world?
So it's not too bad, just heading home from work, need some sleep. Pretty case you got that.
Yeah, this is CH560. And it's one with the digital screen. So that's pretty fancy, I guess. So I guess this is just which orientation, which way do you want to have the pipes, because you can put these arms on a few different, you know what I mean? There's another version of this cooler that has like magnetized screw holes. It makes it so much easier to fasten these.
Dean wants to know how we're going. Yeah, we're alright.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Things are starting to look a little bit better, I guess, at home.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
Painting the whole house. So soon it's going to be orange in here.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay, so one thing I like to do is just get these cables and route them sort of underneath the arm so it's sort of tucked away and it doesn't stick out. Which way you want the pipes to go. There's no right or wrong way, but I normally do it like this.
Check out this build, it's 11 years old.
Oh, HEDT.
That's cool.
Who shared that?
Oh, somebody shared it to the PC Master Race.
Oh, okay, yep.
They're just showing their old PC that they had.
Yeah. They got new ones now.
Boards and Aswell X79 Extreme 11.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It's even got a nice LCD screen on the front of the case. That's cool.
I mean, that would have been like a really, really high-end build at the time, right? Just
670s.
ha ha ha. SLI with two GTX 670s.
670.
So one thing to consider there is, now normally the radiator fans should be in the exhaust position, so you want to be exhausting the heat from the radiator outside of the case so it doesn't get like super toasty inside the case. And so as a general rule, a good way of doing it is just mount your radiator to the top of your case. You kind of can't go wrong with that. And like, you can potentially mount fans on either side of the radiator if you want, but it doesn't really make too much difference. Alright, that's all tight. Alright, so you got your controller and you got your our fans sort of daisy chain with each other, so one plugs in to the next one and then that plugs into the controller. Alright, so that's all pretty much sorted now. Okay. Because it's a regular PC build, we can probably get our power supply sorted.
This is, I remember my old 98, 980 SLI.
Yes.
That was king shit.
The 980s, I mean, they were great. I mean, they're still okay. I mean, as long as you're not playing the latest games.
9800 GT. John Paul says hello.
Hey John, how you going? Good to have you with us. Hope your night or your day is treating you well, wherever you're from. Okay, so there's the 3 cables that are essential, and here's our spares here as well. So definitely that will plug into one of those spare cables. Okay, so as a general rule with your power supply, the fan should be drawing in cool air from outside of the case, so make sure that it's ventilated. It should be drawing in air from outside the case and blowing it heat out the back. That's the way you want to orientate it. Okay, so what is that controller? Do I even need that controller?
Fucking hell.
Doesn't take much to scare Christine. Okay. Yeah, no, it should be pretty good. Okay. Somehow that bolt just got away from me. freaking screw in. I hate it when you get like the screw hole that's like slightly, you know, narrower than the others, because like the drill bit is like wearing out and is about to get changed. If you've ever built like PCs for a living, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Certain models of certain things, yeah, you can notice. Sometimes it's great. You're like, oh yeah, this is all good. And then eventually you'll come across one, you'll be like, oh, these screws are so hard to screw in. And it's not just like one, you know, I'm talking like it's every single one. You notice it with radiators and stuff like that. You go and try and you know, set that up. You do them all the time, you'll notice what I'm talking about eventually. It's really obvious when you do lots of the same cooler, and you can notice it getting worse and getting better, and like instantly get better as you move through like boxes and boxes of motherboards. Anyway, enough about that. It's time to get our motherboard in the case. Okay. Alright, so before you go too far, make sure that you plug in your CPU power up the top there. That will make your life a lot easier, because once you get the radiator up there, it can be a little bit hard. And you can see live streams where I've like forgotten to do that for whatever reason, and then yeah, you can see how hard it is. So yeah, do as I say, not as I do sometimes, right? Okay, alright, got a little bit of sticky there around the cooler. We got everything we need at the top plugged in there, there's nothing else. Okay. Alright, it's looking good. Huh, I like that. I like that. You're insincere. I like that. That's the best one out of all of them, eh? I need to go grab a screwdriver that's properly magnetized, eh?
You like
No, it's this head that's on it. It's shit. This is one of the better ones. Okay. And screw the rest of them in while we're doing other things.
Why is it going so slow?
What do you mean?
The camera's laggy.
Camera's laggy.
You said that and your mouth is like...
Looks fine to me.
It's not. Oh, whatever. Just keep going. Don't mind. It is what it is. Mitch says you need one LTT screwdrivers.
Oh, nah, fuck that.
Meow. Lucky now. What do you want?
It's not lagging on their end.
No?
No.
Okay, so what have we got around here? Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Doesn't. Oh, it just doesn't want to stay tucked around there, does it? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to use that controller there. I've just deactivated that, and yeah, we'll use the software to adjust the lighting. Usually gives you a few more functions and stuff like that versus the just the standard LED button on the top of the case. So I normally set that up because generally that's what people prefer.
Someone said, Ben says ATX case for MATX motherboard.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? I'm gonna need like an extension cable for this. One downside here with this case, right, is that the RGB cables from the fans have a really short reach, and I'm trying to hook it up so it's like so it's all addressable from the motherboard, but I don't quite have the reach that I need. So that's kind of, yeah, it's kind of a little bit annoying. Oh, hang on. We might be in luck. Is that an extension cable? Ha! Look at that, they had my back the whole time. Okay, so we should be back on track now with that extension cable. I won't even have to go find a different controller or anything like that. And so yeah, if you do build a micro ATX board in an ATX case and you want it to be nice and tidy, make sure that you route the cables along the bottom here just behind the board. And it keeps everything nice and neat and tidy. Okay, and now we've got this long extension cable. Excellent. Alrighty. All right. Okay, so we got a USB 2 that's got to go down here as well. I've also got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth to add on here. So with Wi-Fi cards like this, if it's got Bluetooth, you also have to hook up the Bluetooth by USB. So you get the internal USB cable in there, and then you got to run it to this bad boy right here. So slot 4 is what we're going to be using. right. All right. All right, and the main thing that you want to make sure you do if you're putting a micro ATX board in an ATX case, just make sure you keep all of your cabling nice and tidy there. You don't want to see lots of skanky ass cables sticking out there. It should look nice and clean. Yeah, it's not, I'm not gonna sell people like crappier cases where they can't have a good cooler and stuff like that, you know, just for the sake of, oh, it's a micro ATX board, it's gotta go in a micro ATX case. Doesn't work like that. You can do whatever you need to do when it comes to custom PCs. The main thing is that it looks nice and neat and tidy once it's all done. Alright, so finally we got our front panel connectors. So what have we got here? We've got HD LED. Don't worry, we're nearly done. We're nearly done. See, I'm looking forward to seeing how that screen works. I think if it's like the one that's on their Air Tower cooler, I think we have to wait until software's installed before we actually get to see it functioning. Oh yeah, that thing just, it moves. You can have it around the other way if you want. Okay, graphics card time. Everything else is sort of done. Oh, yep. Okay, so 4070 Ti, still a weapon, still the only graphics card you're going to need for the foreseeable future. Better than an RTX 3080, and I mean they were pretty good even just a year ago. What have we got here? We have We have a graphics card support bracket, but bloody hell, that's tight. But it's actually covering up our USB 3 connector. All right. So we're utilizing slots 1 and 2 here for the card. Well, that is looking like a rig.
Shit.
And so yeah, another reason why you might want to go a micro ATX, or maybe you should go maybe the other way. The way to explain it is why you might want to go a full-size ATX case despite your micro ATX motherboard. Well, you got a lot of extra clearance there below the graphics card. The graphics card's not sitting down low next to the bottom of the case there. You've just got a little bit of extra room around everything in terms of airflow dynamics. And then of course, if you buy a PC that's in a full-size ATX case, and then, you know, a few years down the track, you decide, hey, I want to get a new motherboard and CPU, and you decide to get a full-size board at that stage, then you don't have to get a whole new case as well. So generally makes sense. And considering the pricing between them, very, very similar. It's not like you pay a shitload more for one or the other. You're paying for quality, right? Okay. Let's see if I've actually done it right. Alright, so we have movement.
That back fan's not spinning.
I didn't do it right. I didn't do it right. What did I do? What did I do?
What case is this?
This is the Deep Cool CH560. There we go, look at that. Okay, there we go. So, yes, yeah, it's coming along. Looks like everything's as it should be. I'll just flash a new BIOS to it before we get started.
It's quite recent BIOS, was this one?
Yes, sweet. Yeah, nice. All looks the goods. She likes the white one. Mm-hmm.
It also comes without the screen as well. With the screen or without the screen? Dean's off to bed.
No worries, mate. Have a good one. Oh no. RGB cables become wedged behind the radiator.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, probably shouldn't touch it just yet.
Just wait. Oh, fuck it.
Mm-mm. Oh, this is really annoying. Bloody hell. Okay, so now we've got the new version of BIOS up there. Alrighty.
piece of chicken and a roast and try and
Okay, so now Windows is sort of installing some drivers and stuff like that to allow it to communicate with all the hardware properly. We still have other stuff to install as well. This is just like compatibility stuff to at least get us started. So that's what this little process is that it's doing here. Then it will restart, then it will load the Windows setup screen, and then we'll get through that, and then it will eventually load the desktop for us, and then we can go from there. Right, this is the Windows setup now. We select our country. Hang on. Key's getting a little bit stuck there. Okay. And so this process here doesn't take too long. It's saying several minutes for older hardware. New hardware, it only takes several seconds, I guess. There we go. Let's get our graphics card driver, and I'll just get some other stuff installed offline here. It'll save us a little bit of downloading. So crystal disk info and disk mark. Let you check all of your stuff about your storage devices, your SSD that is. Deep cooled digital, need that. Okay. Alright. So we'll just get all this stuff installed quickly. Okay. There we go. I don't know if you can see that from there, but if I was to make it bigger for a second, there we go. So there's our digital display down here.
What are you doing?
Oh, I was just showing people the display.
Oh, was it a software thing?
Oh yeah, you got to install the software for it
Yeah,
to make
that's
it
what I was
work.
asking.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same as the air tower cooler.
No, yep.
I thought I hit restart, but maybe not.
Maybe you did press it, but you didn't press it hard enough. No?
No. It went and shut down
Oh.
from Windows. I thought,
Oh.
yeah. I thought I'd fucking clicked restart, but apparently I clicked shut down.
Well, they are right next to each other.
I know.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Oh. Roller coaster in the UK that has like 4 loop-de-loops and like a corkscrew. Hate roller coasters.
Okay. I think I need to pull my R key out and have a go with it.
So
What?
Louis Vuitton backplate on their graphics
A
card.
Louis Vuitton backplate on the graphics card.
Yeah, they got it custom made. People are giving him shit.
Louis Vuitton. But his PC's not even like super high end or anything like that. The Louis Vuitton thing could probably look good with the right build. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe one with the wood, a wood grain,
That would look fancy.
with a like a cream and brown Louis Vuitton thing to match that. See, that would look. See, what we're talking about would look good, but that's just a Louis Vuitton thing in a white case with cheap parts.
Some dude's calling it a purse.
Yes. Okay. What? What's up? Oh, you're looking at the hydraulic press channel. Oh, God.
They put a few books between it with approximately 1,500 sheets of paper, and some of the books just slid out from between it. Squishing all the paper, it eventually shattered like a piece of glass. It's tricky. I want a hydraulic press. Start my own channel. Squishing shit.
Okay, so I can set up MSI Afterburner here while we wait. This allows us to see the on-screen statistics when I run the gaming benchmarks. And you can turn this on and off yourself. You can also adjust graphics card fan curve.
Reaction. God, they get the shits of somebody's bin, so they broke their mailbox.
Okay, so we are looking pretty good at this stage. There's nothing else we're missing. Okay, so the onboard CPU graphics are still coming. That's what this one here, AMD AM5 graphics driver. Alright, well, while that's running, let's run Heaven or something. So I'll run Heaven benchmark here. High, no anti-aliasing. Yeah, I already did that. I'm all over it. Alright, so this stuff on the screen here, we've got our graphics card, temperature, clock speed and wattage. We've got our VRAM usage, we've got our CPU temperature, usage, clock speed, wattage, our RAM usage, and this number here below RAM, that's how many frames per second it's currently running at. Yeah.
Great minimization space.
Oh, what interrupted us? Oh, I think this is already run through. We can run the next one now. So the next one we run is Valley, and we do this on higher settings. It's more demanding inherently, but it's also being run on higher settings.
That's 100 years since the last coach ran along the Cobham Carry route.
Oh, okay. Alright, and that was Valley there on Ultra with max anti-aliasing. Alright, and finally we do the 4K benchmark, and then that'll be it. Alrighty, and that was superposition there at 4K. Okay, it's all sorted. Okay, well look, that's where we'll probably end it for tonight, because all it's left to do now is for it to restart, and then yeah, we'll do probably a few more updates. There's generally cumulative updates, so you do one lot, then there'll be some more. So we'll get all that sorted, and yeah, we'll do the stress test on it. So that's a 90-minute run of Cinebench and Furmark, and so yeah, that's basically just designed to get everything heated up and, you know, make sure that there's no problems with any of the parts and everything's working as expected before I hand it over to Reese. So look, now's the time. If you've got any other final questions for me, anyone, now's the time to ask. If not,
John says great build.
thanks, John. Appreciate it, mate.
Reese says thanks, also John.
No worries, man.
So pick up is tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, you can pick it up tomorrow or Sunday or whenever. I'll have it ready either way. That looks like it's probably it. Okay, so look, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next video.